train so much shuffling? Well, I'll tell you, shuffling is one of those exercises that the standard, traditional individual probably won't do. And yet, it's probably one of those exercises that we all should be doing for several reasons. Number one, it really emphasizes improving our hip stabilization in the frontal plane. You know, when we take a walk, when we step, and we put that foot down, all right, we really need some good, strong stabilization through our hip, all right? And working in the frontal plane, like with shuffling, is really going to improve that. Secondly, it helps us work on our balance and our coordination. You know, we spend all day walking forward, but very seldom do we walk sideways or backwards. You know, if you would start walking in those directions or exercising in those directions, you'd see a tremendous improvement in your overall balance, because you know what? We're three-dimensional, and we've got to be able to move in all three directions, all right? Lastly, you know, working on shuffling movements like this, to me, is a lot more fun than always working sideways, or always working forward. So as a result of that, I think it's a lot of fun to go ahead and incorporate some shuffling drills. Now, how do I go ahead and progress with shuffling? Well, you know, there's a lot of ways to break down shuffling into sequences that are much simpler to do, so that you can teach anybody how to shuffle, or you can teach yourself how to shuffle. Let me give you an example. For instance, if I just want to start teaching myself how to go ahead and handle the horizontal vector force that I have on me, I can just work on reaching. Just work on reaching. All right? So again, this can become an exercise, and then I turn it around and I hit the other side. All right? So that's phase one, or step one of the progression. Step two, we can go ahead and work on lunging. So now we're going to actually put a step with it. So we got to learn how to handle ground reaction forces. Now you say, well, boy, I can't handle the band resistance, all right, because too much resistance. Well, you know what? Go to assisted then, because assisted is going to be very easy to do, and you can go ahead and start teaching that. Reaching, or excuse me, lunge reaches is also going to incorporate coordination. It's going to start learning how to get my hands in the right position. So that's going to help a lot. From there, you want to go ahead, hey, incorporate a little release. Now release that foot. So again, preload the band, release, release. And that'll allow you to handle unilateral weight bearing, which is going to really make the hip have to stabilize and work on controlling that frontal plane. From there, we can go ahead and work on walking. So now let's just work on shuffle walking. So just walking on out, walking on back. Here's the key. Wide base of support, stay in the tunnel. Wide base of support, stay in the tunnel. That's the key to working on shuffling when you're walking. From there, we can work on getting a little bit quicker by having them accelerate out, come on back, slow and controlled. Accelerate out, come on back, slow and controlled. Lastly, we let them do what I call tempo shuffles, where all they're going to do is shuffle out, and they're going to tempo themselves back. Shuffle out, and then they're going to tempo themselves back. As they start to feel more controlled, they're going to start speeding up the deceleration or the return phase. So that's how you can go ahead, take a simple drill like shuffling, break it down into progressions, work on the key things that you need to get better at. Typically, it's deceleration. That's the first thing. So you know what? Work on that. Use the first three phases to work on that. Lastly, make sure you use a linked up band setup. All right? Gives you a little bit more of a friendlier starting resistance. It's easier to set because you have a bigger variable of resistance that you can work with. You need a little bit more space, but hey, that's pretty easy to find. All right? Shuffles. Don't be scared of them. Break it down. Make it simple. Shorten the amplitude. Do whatever you have to do, but don't avoid not trying to do some shuffles, because I think you do. It's really going to help you develop a lot of aspects of your strength, and you're going to have a lot of fun doing it.